wrestling is usually, not always, two people in underpants, sometimes fighting for a belt for trousers they don't have. That's the best way to describe it.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, wrestling is if wrestling is done right, it should be a journey. You know, you should take the audience on a journey with you. You should tell a story, and like get them invested. So it's not just it's got to be a competition. It's got to be a story. It's got to be believable. It's got to be everything. It needs to be. You need to try and make everybody like. If I was to explain wrestling to someone who has never seen it, it's a competition. Like you want to be the best at what you're doing. You want to entertain everyone the best you can, and you just have to invest. Like be open. If you've never seen it, or I've been on shows and guys like maybe like a father's taking his children and he doesn't really like wrestling, and I've had him come up to me after the show and say, I didn't want to come here tonight, but your match made me have fun. Or, that's the best thing you can really hope for, is to entertain everyone, so it's a constant battle,
Es ist sportliche Unterhaltung, in der du die Emotionen der Leute im Prinzip anregst, ja. Also es ist nicht so wie Kino, dass du einfach nur davor siehst, davor sitzt, sondern du bist halt interaktiv dabei. Das heißt, wenn du reinrufst, bekommst du halt auch was zurück. Das ist halt ein interaktiver Sport, der halt mit Stories halt aufgebaut ist, also sportliches Entertainment. Und man soll sie einfach davon berieseln lassen, sage ich mal so. Ja? Wer es noch nie gesehen hat, setzt sich einfach hin, ohne irgendwas zu erwarten, und wird wahrscheinlich dann mit einem Riesenlächeln nach Hause gehen, weil er einfach so viel Spaß hatte. Meistens sind es dann immer die sagen, oh, ich traue mich jetzt gar nicht, die am Ende am lautesten sind und sagen, boah, das ist das Geilste, was mir je passiert ist.
Wrestling is like the ballet. It's more. If you think of it's choreography, the hardships it is to get there, and the choreography, and because you will respect a ballet dancer, you would never say that a ballet dancer is fake. It's choreographed, we know that, but it's more like dancing, and it's about the surroundings you have, and it's about the people you have in the ring with you that creates. You can't do wrestling by yourself. Sort of, you need the whole captive system. You need the audience. You need opponent. Well, sort of. Like you can have an item as an opponent if you want. It doesn't matter, but you need some sort of opponent to have a reaction to, even if it's just your alter ego. Life is more like wrestling than dancing, sort of. But it's the same thing, isn't it?
Yeah, or as Mike Tuga said in the chat right now, it's dancing with slams.
It's dancing with slams. I like it.
I would say something to the effect of, it's like a live action stunt show that unfolds real time before your eyes. Because I think that would I think people have preconceived notions of what wrestling is, and I think there's a lot of stigmas attached to it. And we grow up and like we're a kid and we learn that it's fake, and then we sort of carry that with us, and that's hokey. So I would try to make mention of, because if someone explained to you like there's going to be a live action stunt show tonight where the guys have never done it before, and they're gonna do it. They're gonna try it in front of your eyes for the first time. You wouldn't think of it in like, oh, so it's fake. You would go into it and be like, that sounds kind of cool. Like they're gonna like there is no. It's not a magic show. So when we fall on our backs, we fall on our backs. It's not an illusion. Like when we fall on our heads, we fall on our heads. So just trying to, like, and I always ask people, like, what's your favorite movie? What's your favorite book? And before they can even answer, I tell them that's fake. So it's like everyone loves Batman or the Avengers, except there is no real Batman. If you're talking about the movie adaptation of Batman, that's an actor who gets take 1, take 2, take 3, take 4. Furthermore, if the Batman does anything cool, they call in a stuntman. So the Batman doesn't even do it. Another guy does it as part of a different take. So just in that little example, that's 3 layers of fake. There is no Batman. They get multiple takes. A stuntman does everything cool. So that's triple fake. So I don't understand how you can even try to use that word. If I go see the Nutcracker and you ask me, Matt, how was the Nutcracker ballet? And I go, well, it was fake. You laugh because I've completely, it's laughable. It's like, no, I didn't ask you if you thought there's a Rat King. I asked you if you liked the Nutcracker, if you enjoyed yourself. It's entertainment. So I would just do anything to shy people away from their preconceived notions. And that's another thing I try to do with Wrestling is Forever. Because I think if you say, yo, this guy drove 10 hours, he's going to meet a guy who doesn't speak the same language, and then an hour from now, they're going to fall on their heads in front of us. That might be like, hey, that's kind of interesting. As opposed to like, there's just so many preconceived notions of these ideas that we're calling each other ahead of time and being like, what do we want to do? I've been to Japan 4 times. I don't speak any Japanese. How does that work? I don't even know, and I've done it. So it's just so much more interesting than people can ever grasp.